and welcome back to another bump update. Today I am officially 25 weeks pregnant, so this update is going to encompass everything for the 24-week mark, 24 weeks all the way up to today when I hit 25 weeks. Like usual, we're going to cover the questions like symptoms, what I'm looking forward to, and just overall how my pregnancy is going. We'll start out like usual with the weekly baby facts. So supposedly this week, baby is starting to open and close his hand and make a fist. Also, if they are a thumb sucker, you can catch them sucking their thumb in utero. I know when we did our 4D ultrasound with my firstborn son, we did see him sucking his thumb, which is funny because once he was born, he never took a pacifier and he never sucked his thumb. So kind of a weird habit that he had it, well, in my belly, but not afterward. And then lastly, baby is supposedly starting to have sleep cycles, so they'll be asleep, awake, asleep, awake. And so I feel like I probably notice that here and there because he'll be less active at certain times and super active at others. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into how my week was and our usual questions. So total weight gain, I finally went back to the doctors and I have gained some weight. So I've started this pregnancy out at 132 pounds and we are now at 142 pounds. So I was pretty accurate when I said that he went through a big growth spurt in the last week or two because we are up to 10 pounds of weight gain so far. Maternity clothes, yes, I'm still wearing maternity clothes. I cannot get away with normal clothes on the bottom half. Today I am wearing just a basic pair of skinny jeans that are maternity, and I'm actually wearing a maternity top today. If you watched my previous updates, you know I normally wear like a normal pre-pregnancy top, but today I am wearing a t-shirt that is pregnancy. I feel like currently everything just feels tight and meh on me. Like I'm at that stage of my pregnancy and I know I still have a ways to go, but I just feel like everything is fitting super tight, even like my oversized sweatpants and things that I wear to bed. Like I just feel like everything is restrictive clothing wise right now. So I'll probably pick up some more things here soon, but I haven't purchased anything new recently. But yeah, we're at the stage of pregnancy where just like clothes just feel like meh, I want to take them off. Stretch marks, no, still no stretch marks. I didn't have any with my first pregnancy, and this second pregnancy is following the same suit. I am still religiously using the Cocoa Butter Belly Balm Cream and applying it morning and night, so hopefully that continues to keep the stretch marks at bay. Sleeping, so this week I am sleeping really good. My firstborn son is back to sleeping through the night and he's not getting up as much to open his door and crawl into bed with us. He has been like sleeping through the night, which has been fantastic, but also some added stress when I wake up because the other morning I woke up at 6 o'clock on the first day that he did it and I was like, it's not 4 o'clock, it's not 5 o'clock. He's not in bed with us, like, is he okay? So then I'm having to get out of bed and I go check on him to make sure he's still breathing because paranoid mom over here. And he's completely fine, but he's just back to being amazing and sleeping in his own bed without crawling into our bed. So yeah, this week I am sleeping fantastic, still not getting up in the middle of the night to have to go to the bathroom, still going to bed at 10 o'clock and probably waking up around 6:30. Best moment this week was having my brother-in-law and my niece and nephew down from a 2-hour drive north of us, and they stayed all of Saturday, stayed the night, and then left Sunday, and it was fantastic. My son is 2 and my niece and nephew are 5 and 10, and Nathan absolutely loved having kids to play with. My 5-year-old niece, she absolutely adored Nathan. I didn't see him like the whole day because he was just playing on his trampoline with them, playing in the bedroom, and just having the time of his life. And that really sparked like my mama heart to want like a big family, because seeing him interact and be entertained with like his cousins, like that could be our future with a family. So I'm excited to see how he's going to be when he becomes a big brother, and then I feel like that just makes me want a third one, but we'll see how 2 rocks our world. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself there. Missing anything? Not really. It would have been nice to have a drink this past weekend with my brother-in-law and my husband since they were barbecuing and having a drink, so it would have been nice to be able to like be a part of that. But overall, I'm not a huge alcohol drinker, so it wasn't like the end of the world, but it would have been nice to have one. So if I was missing anything, maybe that, but overall, other than that, I'm feeling great still. My husband's home, so not really missing a ton. Movement, so yes, still feeling baby move like crazy. You can see him do the wave across my stomach, and I love that you can feel him from the outside now. Nate, my son, is super into that. He loves to come up to my belly and talk to baby, and he really is interested in putting his hand on my stomach now and getting to feel baby, which is such a cool experience that I get to share with him. So yeah, still lots of movement from this little guy. Anything making me sick or queasy? No, not really actually this week. I do still have a little bit of an aversion to changing my son's dirty diapers, but it's getting a little bit better than it has in previous weeks. And then the only other thing this week was some of the leftovers in the fridge. The smell just kind of got to me, but I feel like that would have been normal even if I wasn't pregnant. So yeah, that was what my sick or queasy symptoms were this week. Gender guess, no guessing, we are having a boy and I'm so excited. I need to really, like I keep saying every week, get my butt in gear and pull down all of our baby stuff that we saved for from our firstborn son and really start prepping the nursery. I plan on having the boys share a room, so this month I'm going to be ordering his crib and ordering his name sign for above his bed and a couple other things so I can really start getting like their room put together. I'll probably do that in a future video, so stay tuned if you are interested in that. But yeah, we are having another boy. Labor signs, no labor signs, thank goodness, since I'm only in my second trimester. This little guy has to hold on for a bit longer. I'm excited to meet him, but not yet. So hang on, no labor signs quite yet. So symptoms this week, my handy dandy list. So for 24 weeks, my reflux started, and this was my least favorite symptom in my first pregnancy. It was the reflux, and I don't know if it's actually reflux. I don't struggle with reflux outside of pregnancy, but in pregnancy it hits really hard. Let me explain it to you guys and you tell me if that's reflux, but burning sensation, and it almost feels like a lump in my throat that I want to vomit, but that's just because of the burning sensation and the reflux. I have been taking TUMS almost daily now. I'm probably going to ask my doctor at my next appointment for something stronger to take, because with my firstborn, TUMS didn't really touch it, and I never asked for something stronger or something else to take that might help. So reflux, it's just gonna continue to get worse. I know, I can remember just how bad it was in my first pregnancy, and pray for me, you guys. The next symptom was floaties. So I have been seeing floaties in my eyesight occasionally. It's not consistently every day, so I'm hoping that it's not like something pre-eclampsia or anything related to that. I never really had this symptom with my first pregnancy, but yeah, occasionally I will see like floaties in my vision that almost looks like a gnat or a fly by, but it's not. It's just floaties in my vision. So that could probably be a concerning symptom. It started after I went to my doctor's appointment, so I didn't have a chance to ask about it, so we'll see until my next appointment. I've also been feeling kind of meh, just like we're a little bit more over the emotional roller coaster that I had last week, but I'm still kind of feeling like down, motivation's not really there. I'm not really tired, but just unmotivated. Cravings, I have been craving ramen, like top ramen like no other. I eat a pack of chicken top ramen every night in bed. So I'll eat dinner with the family at like 5, 6 o'clock. And then a few hours later when I crawl into bed around 8, 8:30, I eat a bowl of top ramen and drink all of the broth. And then like the heat of it, or just like what the sodium, I don't know, makes baby go crazy. And I think this is a symptom that Rowdy does not enjoy, because the smell of the top ramen every night when I get into bed, but it is what it is. I'm growing his human, so. I've also noted that I had a small appetite this week, so although I am eating a lot, I'm having like a small appetite when it comes to portions and meal sizes. So like my dinner, I won't eat the full bowl of dinner. I'll only eat a small portion, and then I'll be full and then hungry like an hour or two later. So my portions are small. I have a little bit smaller of an appetite. And then lastly, I am starting to have leg cramps at night. So they're not quite Charlie horses yet, but they're definitely like getting there. So I think I need to up my hydration before it turns into a full-blown Charlie horse, because I did have 1 or 2 of those in my first pregnancy. But yeah, I can feel it like in my calves, like tightening up, and like cramping, so yikes. But yeah, that's everything for symptoms for 24 weeks. Belly button in or out. Belly button is still in, although it is starting to get stretched. I typically have like a pretty inny belly button, and it's starting to slowly become an outie. We're not quite, like I said, they're completely yet popped, but it's getting there. Belly is getting big. Wedding rings on or off? Wedding rings, like always, are on. I wore them all the way through my first pregnancy, all the way through delivery. Never had to take them off, never dealt with finger swelling or feet swelling or anything like that. So yeah, for the near future, my rings are still on. Happy or moody most of the time. This week I am back to being happy overall, thank goodness, because that emotional roller coaster that I was on last week was mentally exhausting and draining. So yeah, back to being happy. There are still those stressors in the back of my mind of like whether or not my husband is going to be here for the birth of my son or not, but overall this week I'm back to being calm and happy. What am I looking forward to? So this week I am looking forward to my parents being in town. They get in on Thursday and they are going to be here for 4 or 5 days. I gotta look at the calendar, but they're coming into town to celebrate Nathan's birthday late, and we're gonna enjoy some family time. We're probably gonna do the San Diego Zoo or something like that, so stay tuned for that vlog. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this week, is having some family in town. All right, the 25-week bump shot for you guys. This is the outfit that I'm wearing. So these jeans are H&M from my first pregnancy, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like these are tighter than they were in my first pregnancy. Maybe they've just been washed a few more times. And then this gray top, maternity top, is from Target, also from my first pregnancy. Let's see, here is the bump. I am wearing like maternity underwear that are higher waisted now. Here we are from the side. Still very, very, very round. You can see the line from the band. But yeah, there's little guy. My little belly. But yeah, stay tuned for next week. Alright you guys, well that is going to wrap up my pregnancy update. If you are enjoying these, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're expecting, let me know how far along you are in the comments. And if you just enjoy watching my pregnancy vlogs, feel free to leave me a kind comment as well. And I will see you next week for another pregnancy update. Bye guys!